Hello, my name is Christy and I'm gonna be solving problem number D, letter D. Okay, so I have it right here with me. I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see it. This is the problem, letter D. So you have that the probability of A is 13 over 20 and probability of B is 7 over 10. That's what the problem gives you, and then it asks you what the probability of B given A is. So in order to answer this, we're gonna use the formula that says that the probability of B given A is the probability of A and B, which could also be expressed as intersection A intersection B, which means you're going to multiply them over the probability of the second letter, which is A. This is the formula you're going to be using. Then you're just going to plug in these values that the problem gave you into the formula. So the probability of A, which is this 13 over 20, since we have the word and, it means we're going to multiply, which is the intersection. So probability of A times the probability of B, which is 7 over 10. 7 over 10. And then the formula says over probability of A. So we draw this, and then you do probability of A, which again is here, 13. So you can see that this is the same, so we already know what the answer is going to be. But if you want to try it, you plug it into the calculator. 13 over 20 times 7 over 10 divided by 13 over 20, and your answer is gonna be 7/10. So just go over here, and the probability of B given A is 7 over 10. Square it, and this is your final answer.
So the problem I will be doing is the number 2 of the part 1, and it says, in a bowling match, Mauricio hits a strike 2 out of 7 attempts, and Fernanda hits a strike 1 out of 3 attempts. The first question is both hit a strike. So first of all, we need to do a table that will make us easier to visualize what's happening. So you put the M as Mauricio and F as Fernanda. They hit or they miss. So Mauricio hits a strike 2 out of 7, and Fernanda 1 out of 3. So now, like, if he hits 2 out of 7 attempts, he misses 5 out of 7, and Fernanda misses 2 out of 3. So with this, it will be easier to accomplish the questions. So the first question says they both hit a strike. So we will be using the formula of P A intersection B equals to probability of A times probability of B. So the first problem will be P now hits intersection fair miss. No, hits. So we'll multiply 2 times 7 and 2 over 7 and 1 over 3, and that will give us the answer of 2 over 21. In the second question, it says non-hit a strike, so now we will be using the miss. So it will be probability, MAU, miss, intersection, fair, miss. So it will be 5 over 7 times 2 over 3, that it will give us 10 over 21.
Yeah.
So in this problem, we will still use the multiplication formula because it says jet. So we will be the probability of MAU, hit, intersection, fair, miss, and we'll multiply 2 over 7 times 2 over 3, and that will give us 4 over 21. So in this one, we'll use another formula due to the fact that they need to do exactly the same. So they cannot hit and miss at the same time, and like each one doesn't depend from each another. So we will use the formula probability of A union B equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus PA times PB. But in this one you cannot hit and miss at the same time, so we will only use this part of the formula. So P both do the same equals to 2 over 21 plus this one, that is 10 over 21. In this problem, you will use the same numbers you gathered before, and this will give us a final answer of 4 over 7. In this part, we will still use this formula, but now we will add the part where you multiply probability of A times probability of B. So, probability of either one hits is equals to 2 over 7 plus 1/3, that is the original probability of Mauricio and Fernanda, negative sign, and the multiplication of these two numbers, 2 over 7 times 1/3. So now you punch this in the calculator and it will give you a final answer of 11 over 21. Due to space reasons, we couldn't write this in the final answer, but if you have space enough, your final answer should always look like this with the probability written.
Hi, my name is Loretta and I'm solving problem number 23.
Okay, so I can see my problem. I have a definite integral. So I am going to start first by solving the parentheses. So I am going to remove this square root. By that I am going to, this equals to an x to the 1/3. And since I am moving it up, I am going to add a negative, and the 6 stays there. So next step is to integrate these parentheses. So I need to add 1 to this, and then divide it by the n that I'm adding, n plus 1, sorry. So it's gonna be 6 x minus 1/3
plus 1. This is equal to 2/3. And then I am going to put the 2/3 down as well. So the easy way to make this is by multiplying the 6 times the reciprocal, that is 3/2, and this equals 9. So I am just going to put the 9 here, the x that is in the power of 2/3. I am going to put that in square root. So the 2 goes here and the 3 goes here. And then I am going to change the notation, and I am going to do the straight line and put an 8 and the 1. So this is my integration, and now I need to find my number. By doing that, this is the b and this is the a. So I am going to do the f of b, that equals 9. And I'm going to put the 8 where the x goes. And this is to the power of 2. And then I am going to do the a. And do the same just with the 1. So now I have this, I need to solve it. So it's the third square root of 8, it's 2, and then to the power of 2, it's 4, times 9, it's 36, and then the square root of 3, of 1 is 1, times the power of 1, it's 1, times 9, it's 9. So the equation for this is f of b minus f of a. So this equals to 36 minus 9, and it's equal to 27, and that is my final answer.